Hey guys, well, it's downtown Adrian J with the kicking sounds in London town. How you going out there? So, next part of my garage project. Did I say project? I meant to say project. I'm not Canadian, I'm British. I hate when people say project. It's project. It's P-R-O. Project. So, this may change, but I don't think so. At least not for this one. I'm going to, if you saw the previous video, I was messing around with the tyres on this side and that side, that kind of crap. And if you remember, we put stuff over there, which is good. I'm going to put the tyres, the Dodge tyres on this side. But I'm going to show you. The problem is this space here. So if you see, I've measured up the tyres. Boom, 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 boom. So I thought, hey, why am I lifting tyres up? Let's just lift them up and just put them here. So they're a couple of inches off the ground, okay? Now the thing is, when I bring the car in, I tend to use this area here, okay? And I really don't want to be stuck kind of here. I'm already stuck, but like if I'm on the ground. So if I have that tyre here, I'm kind of stuck. I'm going to take, because this one fits right in there. I'm not really sure why I left this here. There's probably a good reason, I can't remember what for now. Anyway, I'm going to take this out, this unit out. I'm going to probably put it there somewhere. I think it'll fit there. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is put this in there, or this will all fit on there, and lift this space free. And then what I can have is 1, 2, 3, 4 tyres there. So I have the set from Princess Auto, which are these. They come with the anchor bolts, but I also got these. I've kind of worked out what I'm going to do and where I'm going to put it. These tyres also are a damn shit load more heavier than these, and I have a problem with my back. I'm not going to be girly about it and but I have a problem with my back, and I don't want to be lifting tyres up, seriously. So I'm going to clear this area out anyway. I'm going to take this, move this over there so I've got room to work. Think about what I'm going to do, where I'm going to put things, move in the area, then have a little play around. Okay, so I'll come back in a little bit. Rack from here to there, and I've kind of sorted out all the cables and everything and tested everything that's fine. So now what I'm going to do is mount these just up a bit off the wall, like I've done here. And what I did previously, I actually made a template. So I got some cards. I'm going to lay them down, draw a template, make a hole where the thing is going to go. I made a template, got a couple of pieces of card, put them together because I didn't have one big piece of card. Drew around the wheel. That's the bit where it's going to fit inside here. Okay, so that's the kind of distance I need. So it helps me with that. I'm going to put a hole in here somewhere, and then kind of try and balance it to make sure it kind of centers, and then mark on the wall where each one is. And what I did last time before I start drilling holes is I'm going to put them out 4 holes, if that makes sense, before I start drilling things. Okay, so I've kind of marked these up. I kind of have a method to my madness. I put them up against the wall. I kind of marked each one of the holes. Let me just see if I can zoom in. Okay, so that hole, okay, where I'm going to put the tyre is there. And what I've also done is I've marked where each tyre finishes, and I'm really only giving myself that much of a gap to put them up, and I'm hoping that's going to be enough. If not, then I'm going to be a wee bit screwed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 tyres first to see what the gapping's like. It's going to be tight because I really can't, the next tyre kind of finishes up about here, which leaves room for that to open, but I can't put it further than that there. Sorry, that there, can you see? That's the furthest I want to put the edge of the tyre. So I've had to work from that way up. Really, these have got quite a big of a space. I don't know if it's going to work. We're going to try. Now the next thing I'm going to do is now I know the center point for the hook, which is that, but the hook has got 2 screws. And last time I made a screw up on putting the first bolt was wrong. So I'm going to show you that now. Okay, so this is what I mean. We have the hook, okay? The hook goes on the wall. And this bit is where the tyre goes over, as you can see there. You can see my template. The last time what I did was, I put a mark on a hole. Then what I did was I drilled this hole. Then I suddenly realised I was off because they were lower. So what I have to do is, I now have to mark these spots, because these are the 2 holes I'm going to drill. So I'm going to get this basically pretty much centered there, and then mark the holes where I'm going to put the drills. So that's what I'm going to do next. Okay, so what I did was I decided to make a template. It's always best to make a template. So I got my doofer, put it on there, so I know where the holes were. I measured to there, so that's where that is. I really only just want the top hole. So what I did was, I know that this is where the top hole was. I did a bit of jiggery pokery, marked it up, so that should be that top hole. Now I haven't marked the bottom hole up, because what I'm going to do is when I actually drill that hole out, okay, I'm going to leave this, I'm going to kind of put a bolt in here, and then kind of use it kind of like this, because I'm going to I may need to move it up or down because I want it level. And what I've done is I got put my spirit level on there to just see if these are level, and I did that all the way along. So what I'm going to do is when I drill that hole, I'm going to put last time I put just a drill bit in there just to keep it, and then mark this one so I could kind of move it kind of this way or that way. And then once I had 2, before I put them down, I did the same thing. I used my plank to make sure, my 2 before, to make sure it's level. It's not going to be 100%, but it's just best as I can get it. I'm running out of time now. I've got a few bits and pieces to do. I think it's about 6 or 7 o'clock now. So I'm not going to actually drill the holes. That's what I'm going to do next. I've got some drill bits. I want to show you the drill bits I've got. I'm going to drill some holes and then see what happens. So we're nearly there. Okay, so up to the next stage. Before we do that, we have to have our Diet Coke break. Diet Coke break. So I'm going to start drilling today. I'm going to be using my trusty skill drill bit. It's my trusty skill drill. It is on the lower end, I think, but for me, as far as I've had no issues with that. Now, it entails drilling these. I've got 2 5/16 inches drill bits. If I remember rightly, these were what I used last time. Now, I bought 2 because I know last time when I was putting these on, I needed 2 drill bits because they kind of worn through. And I noticed that, and I used Bosch last time. So last time I used this one, a Blue Granite Turbo. It's supposed to be quite good. So I got that. It wasn't cheap. $10, $12, something like that. I don't know. And then I saw this one as well. I hadn't picked it up by mistake, but I noticed it says here, not for hammer. So I'm not entirely sure why. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to give this a try. Now, anytime you drill holes, always drill a pilot hole. So I'm going to use the 5 seconds drill bit just to get started. And let me see, what am I going to do? I'm going to use the bolts that came. Actually, let's get the bolts out. So these are the bolts that came with the drill. Sorry, with these things. Now, for the pilot hole, I'm going to go in all the way. Okay, But what I'm going to do for these, I'm going to put some tape around the drill bit to the depth of this. I think this is an easy way to see. I've got one here. So that's how far I want to go in. I'm going to put some tape there, and I'm going to drill a hole. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to drill, now this bit is a bit of a pain. I'm not going to drill all the holes. I'm going to do one at a time because we're measuring things up. It's easier to do one at a time, drill, fit, and then go to the next one. My measurements could all be right, or some could be wrong. It's not going to make that much of a difference because they're going to be hidden behind walls, but I really would rather not have a whole load of drills. So this is what I'm going to do, and I'm not really going to show you me drilling. I'm going to drill a pilot hole all the way in. Then I'm going to put some tape around the masonry drill bit and drill a hole. Then I'm going to fit this onto there, and then get a drill bit to hold it onto there. Then kind of measure. It's going to put a spirit level there to kind of make sure the bolt here, this is straight. Mark that second hole. Drill a pilot. Drill the big one. Then these kind of, as you can see, when they drill in, when you tighten the bolt up, it pulls this bit in, which opens this up into there. Now the walls, this wasn't as deep as it's quite shallow, so it wasn't as deep as I thought. I'm hoping this is deeper, because I'm pretty certain this, I don't know if it is or isn't. I have a feeling this is going to be deeper because this is concrete, but it may not be. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to get one on there, show you, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, so I drilled a couple of holes. They seem to be lining up nicely. That one lines up nicely down there. Let me just get the camera down here. That lines up nicely. And that looks good as well. So what we do now is bang that in, and tighten it up. Right, so they're hammered in nicely. Now what I find you need to do is you need to get either a spanner or a wrench or an electric drill and get a hex gun on that, and then tighten up. It tightens it up a lot quicker. Otherwise you'll just be there zooming. It looks okay. This is a little bit out. Maybe bang this in a bit harder, but I think so far so good. This is what I kind of mean. You need one of these to really tighten that up quickly, and it does the trick nicely. And this is kind of not bottomed out as that exactly, but it's not moving. So I'm going to put the tire on there and see how it goes. I think it should be good. Okay, so wheel is on. Now, this is just something if you're into concours or doing your wheels right, because I'm a bit OCD. These are different, but for this, if you have this, let me get closer, you have the Dodge sign, have the Dodge sign opposite the valve. So on mine I have BMW and it's pointing down to there, and I want it on this one, not the bigger one. So that kind of looks okay, and it's moving, but this is the tire moving, not the thing. And I've got, you see the room here that I have here, I've got kind of plenty of room there to put my hand in here, so that should be good. And what I'm going to do next now, let me just show you on the other side here. That looks good. I like that. It's just off the floor. It's going to give me a lot more space, and it will come up to here. Now, this may sound like overkill, But what I did for these, I can't remember if I did, I'm pretty sure I did. I put one on the wall and I left it there for 24 hours. I just want to see like if it's going to fall, because even though I'm moving it, it's fine. It's okay. This is just me. I'm not telling you this is the absolute right way, and some people will probably laugh, but this is how I do it. Put one up there. If it's good overnight, it's good. And then what I'll do is I'll finish the rest. So if the wall hasn't fallen down or this hasn't fallen down, we're good. Okay, so I think we've got a winner. 1, 2, 3 more. And as I've got this base clear, I think I'll put some of this stuff up there, drill them into the brick. Okay. This, by the way, this drill bit was good. It went through like butter. It's a really good drill bit. I haven't even used the other one. Maybe I'll get away with using. I just got to drill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more holes. Maybe 6, 8, 10. Maybe 10 more holes I might need to drill. And this should be good. I like this drill bit. It's very good. Okay, take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, so the wheel stayed up fine. I've done the same thing, drilled a hole. Now, this is what I did previously. Get a block of wood on my 2x4, get it across here. Okay, then we want to get our spirit level. And as we can see, the bubble is fine. So that's going to be straight. Now what I'm going to do is drill a hole there, and we're straight. And I'm going to then put the wheels back, take them on and off, on and on. So at least then we know they're good. So back in a bit. Another thing you want to do is you want to get a can of this air blast. You want to blast the air out. I mean, you want to blast it. You want to blow the dust out. And what that does is it enables the bolt to go all the way through and sit properly. I think that's why I had a problem with that, because I forgot to blow it out, but that's what you want to do. Right, and that's it. Nice, this one's good. I forgot to spray the hole out, and that is nice. That tightened, I noticed these tighten up very well. And as you can see, that looks good. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to finish these two, put the wheels up, and we should be good, and I'll come back to you then. I know I said I'd come back, but here we go. So you want to get your 2x4 on there, and you want to check that for level, and if we zoom right in, you can see the bubble is trouble. That's good. And I've got enough room in there for my hands. I'm going to put all 4 up, and then I'll show you when I finish. And there we go. All 4 wheels are there. One of these actually had to dodge on the right side, but I think that was more by luck than anything else. So I'm OCD, so I need to do that stuff. And this has got a little bit of room to open, so yeah, it's okay. Now, this drill, I'm going to tell you something now. I didn't use the blue granite turbo. Just, I think I threw the packaging away for the other one, but blue granite turbo, but the one I had was not for thing. I think you saw it on the other one. This is a really, really good drill bit. Do you know what I did by accident? I've got these drills by Houseman. Let's see if I've got the... Yeah, I've got these drills by Houseman. I have no idea what they are. I just like bought these. And accidentally, you see there, accidentally I put one of those in there. And you know something? It couldn't drill through it. Terrible. But this went through like butter, and that was the one which wasn't really the percussion one. So I'm going to try and sort this stuff out now while I've got a chance. I think I've got a couple of more of those things for the ladder maybe, or this, we'll see. But before I do it, we've got to go for, I don't know if you were ever in the UK and you remember the old movie trailers, Pearl and Dean, he used to go, that Coke break. Yeah, I know it's a Pepsi. I just like drinking Pepsi. I don't like Coke because, I don't know, I just don't like the taste. Anyway, so I'll come back in a few minutes. Well, for you it'll be a few minutes, or about 10 seconds. For me, it's going to be maybe about another hour while I get all that stuff set up, and I'll show you the end result, okay? See it, guys. So, we have finished it. So, quite sunny outside, that's why I've got the garage door open. As you can see, we've got the tyres there, and the tyres there. This place is free. I'm going to have to rearrange this bit, but that's not the subject of this one. And as a bonus, I've got my ladder up there, just to kind of get it out of the way. I was planning on putting that up somewhere, but it kind of blocks that area, and I don't really want to. So yeah, I've got some nice space in there to put my tyres, get my tyres off. They're low enough for me to just unhook them. They're not going to go anywhere. And because this is also rubber, it's not going anywhere. I forgot, like, I misjudged it because I forgot this, I misjudged it, I forgot this bit which was hitting there, so I just took it up another rung. So yeah, so that's it. So this part is complete, so I can't remember what we're going to do next. After I clear that up, I'll have to work out what my next stage is. So, from yours truly, the Big J and J saying peace out, UTI. If you like this, like and subscribe. Take it easy. I'm out of here. Lucky tea for night. God bless you.